world of YouTube Archie here, throwing in a video today of haunted places in Mass. Now, you are looking at the First Parish Baptist Church overlooking the Common of Fitchburg, Mass. And go figure, as many times have I plugged into the internet about haunted places in Fitchburg, this never came up until I took a look at this article. It came out in the paper last Friday night. Taking a walk by the old haunts. And what is distinctive about the church in front of us today is that go through a little history. Baldwin, who was born in Fitchburg and now is buried in the Laurel Street Cemetery. Mr. Baldwin was a Baptist. At the time, the established church in front of us we're going to talk about, and they were Calvinist, and he got really upset that Baptist people couldn't have their own church. The way things were set up back then, everybody had to pay taxes to that church, the First Baptist Church. And Mr. Baldwin was very mad and protested against it. He decided he wouldn't pay his fee and also refused to attend services. In retaliation, the city imposed a fine against him, and he declared the Fitchburg would henceforth be known as Sodom. And there were lots of tragedies of buildings surrounding because of the fact that Mr. Baldwin had placed a curse on Fitchburg, Mass, because he wanted his own church, but this was the only church at the time, and paying, what I just read, and paying taxes, he got pissed off. They gave him a huge fine. Sorry for the vehicles. Only time of the day I can do this. But yeah, and this time he put a curse. And there were a lot of tragedies and buildings surrounding the Upper Common. Ensuring Mr. Copeland continued, there were fires, tornadoes, other problems. Curiously, most of these events happened in the years ending with the number 9. Now, what does not say in this newspaper article, and another haunting place, is in 1989, this big old steeple at the top there with the weather vane on it, literally, I think it was struck by lightning or something, or just collapsed due to old structure, or collapsed due to a curse. 1989, another tragedy, fell off right in the front of the church and killed a woman. So, to me, if there's been a lot of tragedies in the buildings around this common, fires, tornadoes, and this happened many, many years later, decades later and stuff like that, well, that's pretty much, if someone gonna put a curse on someone, you might as well believe it. Not only that, if you look at the steps, I've counted them, of course. There was I ain't never heard of this haunted walk through town before. I might have, maybe, but other words, I haven't hit one up, and I'm pretty pissed off at myself that I missed it. But hopefully, I don't know, I can maybe get in there another day or something, check out these buildings that they say that are haunted. And they say, I think this one is haunted, that you can see up in the up in the balconies in this church. Some spirit lingers in here. It might be the woman to the friggin' car accident here that the steeple might have fell on. Oh, it says it all in the article that I have if anybody catched it locally. But being that, I guess one kid noticed when she was doing this tour before. It must have just started, I don't know, but one kid counted out there's 9 steps on that church. Go figure. Well, there was another tragedy that happened in 1973. I was born on the 9th of September. Here I am now, big old dipshit. Anyways, that is history of this church, but also another place of haunted and masked. I did look that up before about the woman getting hit with the steeple. I forgot the date, but who knows, I'm going to get here one night, or maybe even that day. At that time, of course, I'm going to be ghost hunting and checking out to see if that spirit still lingers or roams. Who knows, maybe, obviously should. I don't know how or what or why, when, and where would the spirit be going out of this place. Just imagine it right now roaming around the middle of the street trying to stop traffic here saying help. But, like I said, this article comes up out of nowhere. First of I've ever seen in the damn newspaper. Like I said, I'm pissed off I didn't get to go do it. And right down the street in the Fae Club, if anybody local knows that, of course, I'm sure they do, but if anybody visited Fitchburg, that the Fae Club down the street here, it's down by the City Hall, and the City Hall supposedly has some hauntings in it. I'm going to try and get to that, but the Fae Club, they used to store dead bodies in it. Like, what the like, nice to know these goddamn stories come up now. All these times I've been looking up for fucking ghosts. Well, obviously, maybe it's a friggin' lucky thing to do to get going here. I mean, you can see over there that B.F. Brown is closed down. All the locals know that, and that's an old building. I went to school there, and the floors are all wooden and creaking like a bastard. I can just imagine what happened in that friggin' building. Then you got this old building made of bricks, and over there, I mean, there's a lot of buildings here that were built in the 1800s. And that for Mr. Baldwin, he can, I'm gonna have to go visit his grave and see how evil he really is. And that's up in Laurel Hill Cemetery off of Laurel Street. I'm gonna get over there too and kick his grave around. Wake up, buddy. Show him the church here behind this church. He's probably rolling in his grave right now that not only is there this church, I've counted like that church over there, and then there's one across the street, which was a German church. And I already have a haunted video up of another church I went to look to that they've converted into an apartment up on Rollstone Street. And that one's even haunted because it's getting vibes in that goddamn building, but boy, the shit you find out later on in the goddamn fucking, when you can't find it yourself, it pisses me off. There's so many haunted things in this town, and then, you know, I can't even find it on the internet, and then this comes up. But anyways, until the next video, YouTube, trying to get my shit all done. And man, do I got many, many, many more videos coming up. You know, I'm freaking have 1,000 videos before I'm done and over with. Many more. So much shit to fucking go through this town and everywhere around me. It's crazy. Until that next video, steeple falling, watch out. Out.